good evening. Welcome to Urban Sport on 94.5 Urban Radio Enugu. Here are the headlines for some of the major stories. Nigeria leads against Jordan in Turkey 2 goes to 1. Roberto De Zerbi becomes third head coach of the season for Tottenham. Iran to play at the World Cup, says Gianni Infantino. More of this in the news. I am Banky All. The Super Eagles of Nigeria leading against Jordan 2 goes to 1 as they kick-start the second half of the game. The first goal was scored by Musa Tamari of Jordan in the 17th minute after a well-worked free kick, but Moses Simon equalized for the Super Eagles in the 25th minute after they had a goal ruled out for offside in the 23rd minute. Emmanuel Fernandez scored a second goal at half-time for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the 41st minute. They are currently leading 2 goals to 1, and the second half just resumed. Super Eagles duo of Akko Adams and Chidera Ejuke have been nominated for La Liga Player of the Season award. Adams and Ejuke will battle 18 other African stars for the award. Atletico Madrid, Atletico Bilbao's Inaki Williams, a two-time recipient of the award, Sevilla's trio of Pape Guy, Thomas Partey, and Nicolas Pepe, as well as Levante's Carl Eta Ayong, as some of the other nominees. This edition of the award, which is the fifth, will be held in Lagos, Nigeria. Nigeria's Samuel Chukwueze and Morocco international goalkeeper Yasin Bono are the two other past winners of the award. Fans across Africa will play a key role in deciding the winner through a voting process that combines public input with the assessment of a panel of experts. The coach of England, Thomas Tuchel, says Rice and Saka were desperate to face Japan. Thomas Tuchel knows Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka's England withdrawal amid a spate of Arsenal pullout may look suspicious to some, but stressed the injured duo were desperate to feature against Japan. The German coach picked an expanded 35-man squad for the final camp before he makes his World Cup selection, with the first wave of players joined by 11 established names on Friday. Rice and Saka were among those arrivals and surprisingly left to the following day, as did Arsenal teammate Noni Madueke after he sustained an injury in the 1-1 friendly of club matters taking precedent to avoid the first top-flight relegations since 1977 in the final 7 games of the season. Zabi's appointment raises serious and far-reaching concerns, says the Tottenham Hotspur supporters trust, because of his backing of Mason Greenwood when he was Marseille head coach. It is understood the Spurs board carefully considered and discussed the sentiment around Zabi's association with Greenwood during the hiring process, and their new head coach is expected to address the issue. De Zerbi has more than a week to prepare for his first game, a trip to Sunderland on the 12th of April, and the pressure is on to get the appointment right after Gattuso's disastrous 44-day spell in which he failed to win a Premier League game. Spurs have moved on 3 head coaches in the past year. United are likely to make over £100 million as they plan for a summer reboot, with 8 senior players expected to leave Old Trafford. United are currently third in the Premier League table with 7 games to go. If they return to the Champions League next season, they would earn around £60 million for reaching the group stages, and that number could significantly rise as they perform, with English club earning at least £40 million this season for reaching the last 16. But focus will also turn towards potential departures as United prepare for a vital transfer window to rebuild their squad ahead of next season. Manuel Uarte, Joshua Zexi, Andrew Nana, Rasmus Højlund, and Marcus Rashford are 5 senior players expected to leave the club permanently this summer, with 3 others set to leave at the end of their contract. Rashford is currently on loan at Barcelona, who have a £26 million option to buy him permanently in the summer. Newcastle United's chief executive David Hopkinson says Eddie Howe's future will be discussed when the time is right. The Magpies' turnover is up £15 million from the previous year, and commercial revenues have increased 44% to £120.1 million, but those figures remain significantly less than the Premier League's top clubs. Liverpool reported record revenues of £700 million in their latest financial result, and Manchester United projected revenue is £640 million. Despite announcing record revenues of £335.3 million for the year ending June 2025, Eddie Howe's place is not guaranteed at Newcastle United. Newcastle's latest result do not reflect revenue from this season's Champions League or the British record sale of Alexander Isak to Liverpool for £125 million in August, despite recording a profit of £129 million by selling St James Park to a company attached to themselves. Hopkinson admitted the box office summer signing may only be possible with a notable sale. Former Manchester United and Chelsea striker Romelu Lukaku could face disciplinary action after Napoli claimed the striker ignored a request to attend training. The 32-year-old has missed the large chunk of the season with a hamstring injury and has yet to start a game. Lukaku last week withdrew from Belgium's squad for internationals against the United States and Mexico, opting instead to focus on his fitness. Napoli expected him to return to Italy, but they say the former Chelsea, Everton and Manchester United player did not report for training on Tuesday. Napoli said in a statement Romelu Lukaku did not respond to today's call-up for the resumption of training. Lukaku has played just 64 minutes of football this season. The ex-Inter Milan forward has 124 caps for his country and is aiming to feature at the 4th World Cup this summer. The president of FIFA, Gianni Infantino, says Iran will take part in the World Cup and their games will be played in the United States as scheduled. There's been ongoing uncertainty over their presence at the FIFA World Cup. There's been uncertainty over their participation in the tournament because of the United States-Israel war with Iran, and the Iranian Football Federation said earlier this month it was negotiating with FIFA to relocate the country's World Cup matches from the United States to Mexico. Iran will be at the World Cup, according to Infantino. He said, "We're delighted because they are a very, very strong team." And Iran are due to face New Zealand and Belgium in Los Angeles on the 15th and 21st of June, and Egypt in Seattle on the 26th of June. The tournament, which begins on the 11th of June, is being hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum said our country was prepared to host Iran's matches if needed, but Infantino, who attended Iran's 5-0 friendly win against Costa Rica and Turkey on Tuesday, insisted they will participate in the tournament as planned. FIFA has confirmed that the Canadian Premier is going to try out Arsene Wenger's daylight offside rule in terms of clarity and the flow of the game and promoting attacking play. We look forward to analyzing the results of the trial phase. Wenger, the chief of global football development at FIFA, has been pushing a new offside law that means as long as there is no visible gap or daylight between the attacker and the last defender, then the forward player will be onside. Alright, the game between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and Jordan is still currently ongoing, with the Super Eagles leading 2-1. Yes, end-to-end between the two teams. Francis Uzo has picked up an injury for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He considered a forced goal, which I felt he should have done better, but the stands is being substituted, and the third choice keeper for the Super Eagles, considering the fact that Maduka left the camp after he got injured to return to Udinese. Now he is leaving the pitch. Talking about Francis Uzo, so we're about to bring in third choice keeper in between the stake for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Yes, quite a sad one for Francis Uzo, but then if he's leaving in the second half, it's good to give the other keeper the opportunity to play. We have Victor on the show. Good evening to you, Victor.
Hi, Banky. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
2-1. Yes, we always concede. We know how to concede, don't we?
Yeah, we do. It's like one of our hidden talents, and we always tend to manifest it. So yeah, but it's good to see the boys coming back after a goal down. It's been a while I saw the Super Eagles coming down from a goal down, 2 goals down to take the lead. So it's good to see. Yeah, I know it's a friendly, it's against Jordan, but at least things like this, it's good to see once in a while.
Yeah, so Francis Adeleye has taken between the stick for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in place of Francis Zoe, who just got injured. Wilfred Ndidi also came in from Jira Saw, and Alex Obi came in at the 59th minute for Rafael Onyedika. 3 players finally trying to taste action before they return to their different clubs. Tonight we have the game between Bosnia and Herzegovina. That game is ongoing right now. The 4 teams that will join the FIFA World Cup from Europe are in action as we speak. Czechia against Denmark, Kosovo against Turkey, Sweden against Poland. Later tonight, we'll find out if we have one more team to represent Africa at the FIFA World Cup between DR Congo and Jamaica. That game is set for 10 p.m. tonight. Yes, Italy, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Czechia, Denmark, Kosovo, Turkey, Sweden, Poland.
Well, I would actually like to see Italy back at the World Cup. It's been too long.
It's 2014.
Yeah, it's been too long. And
if they don't deserve it, should they be back? We know that they have the heritage.
They have World Cup heritage. So and sometimes it's good for the quality of the World Cup. And the fact that we are the World Cup, we have more teams playing now, meaning we have more less known names playing the World Cup.
Yeah.
So I think it's better for us to have a team like Italy, their pedigree, playing in the World Cup. And also there are a lot of star players in the Italian national team, like the goalkeeper Donnarumma, who is currently 27 and he has never played in the World Cup. So it's good to see some of these players actually have a taste of the World Cup, and it will be good to see Italy at the World Cup again. So I'm supporting them for this particular one.
All right, they should be able to kill this game. Looking at the team, Matteo Retegui and Moise Kean. Moise Kean has scored in 5 Italian games a record dating back to over 20 years. I think 1989 was the last time. DiMarco should be at the World Cup. Sandro Tonali,
Yes.
he should be at the World
Yes.
Cup. Locatelli has never tasted action from the World Cup. Now we have
A lot of them actually.
Ricard Calafiore,
Fiore, yes.
who was the monster in their last game. Gianluca Mancini, Alexandro Bastoni, and just like you said, Gianluca Donnarumma. But the legendary striker Edin Dzeko and Emedin Demirovic both started for Bosnia and Herzegovina tonight against Italy. We have Mamik, Ivan Sunkic, Ivan Basic, and Batrasevic in the midfield. In defense, Amadedik, Nikola Kati,
Why are you laughing?
Basic. When you listen to their names, it's a little bit like Croatians
Yes,
too.
yes, yes.
Very, very similar.
Yes,
But
the itches.
yes, the Croatia will be at the World Cup. Now you said you favor Italy to go through.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's going to work. They had no business beating. Was it Highland that defeated Northern Ireland?
Yes.
They went for penalties from 2 goals down. They are leading.
They are leading by yes.
now.
They just scored right now.
Pavel Sok.
Yes.
You can imagine the wild celebration in the stadium.
Yeah, I can imagine. But at the same time, if there's anything that the UEFA World Cup qualifiers is known for, is late dramas. So it's just 4 or 5 minutes on the clock right
Yes.
now. Yeah, early goals is good. Give you the confidence going forward to play and all that. But just know that you still have like 86 minutes minus the other time to play. So I've seen a lot of things in
Plus extra time.
Plus extra time.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of things happen. So yeah, it's good to take the lead. It's a good way to start. But at the same time, they should not celebrate too much. It's still the 50 minutes.
Yes, Mike Damsgaard, Rasmus Oilon, Pierre Emil Oibag,
Yeah.
they will be needed in this game as much as possible. Christian Norgard also scored in their last game. Right, so Chelsea already leading against Denmark. Turkey versus Kosovo. Yes, Turkey, we know that they are that average team. That if they don't qualify automatically, they find a way to qualify from the playoffs. Yeah,
Yes.
there are times that they qualify automatically. Depends on the opponents that they play against in the group stage. Now they have Kenan Yildiz and Adakula, two talented players
Yeah.
playing in good clubs, world-known clubs. Adakula and Kenan Yildiz. It will be sad if they don't.
It will be very, very sad. I mean, the World Cup is a tournament where we want to see the star boys play. Yes, at the same time, it's a tournament where we want to see stars made, new names come up. But I think it's always fun to, especially with all due respect to Nigeria, for a nation that did not qualify, at least let us see the star names playing there. For the clubs that will support, for names that will know, let us see them play for.
I remember that the World Cup gave back to Ronaldinho.
To Ronaldinho, yes, he did. Even the James Rodriguez, yes, players like that. Yeah. So you can see that it has a potential of propelling players into stardom, and we want to see that a player like Yildiz and should be playing at the World Cup with the quality and what they've done in their clubs right now.
Akan Shanoglu is also starting. He's also already playing for them tonight. And Okun Koku, yes, it's going to be Zeki Salik, legendary Zeki Salik, and Kadioglu. You look at the quality. Turkey is a football playing nation.
Yeah,
it
they are.
Sad that they don't attend the FIFA World Cup. They have one of the great memories when it comes to Champions League, especially at Istanbul, the game between Liverpool and AC Milan.
Yeah, they have the memory. It's not that team that participated. Just that
the stadium has that memory.
Yes, it does. It does.
And you also don't go to Istanbul and win games. You don't go there and win games. Rams Park.
Ask Liverpool.
Rams Park. They were beaten twice. Sweden, Poland. This is two teams that I would have loved that they don't clash.
Yes.
Let them play. Let Sweden play Czechia. Let Poland play against Bosnia.
Yeah.
Because I want to see both Robert Lewandowski and Victor Gyökeres. It reminds me of that year when it was between Zlatan and Ronaldo.
Yeah, it is actually. I think I made reference to this match yesterday, and for a player like Gyökeres, he would want to play at the World Cup. You could see the determination in the way he played in the last game, scoring the hat-trick. But at the same time, a player like Robert Lewandowski wouldn't want to end his career by not qualifying for the World Cup. So a lot is at stake. We have not just two nations. We have two crop of players. One is a new generation coming in. The other one is a generation that's going on. One wants to start their generation well. One wants to end their own very well. So it's just like two different storylines right now. And honestly, just like you said, I would have preferred probably if they played different teams. Maybe not an Italy, or maybe they would have played a Kosovo or a Bosnia. So let me just support them differently like that. So, but then it is what it is. And then I'm just hoping, if you ask me who I want to see at the World Cup, I have players from both nations that I want to see at the World Cup. So this is the kind of game that I say. This kind of game that I just say may the best team win.
Yeah.
Honestly.
0916005945. This is not going to be for just Victor and I. You can also call in 0916205945. 0916204945. Those are the numbers to call to be part of the conversation right now. No goal yet in the game involving Italy, Turkey, Sweden. So it's still goalless for now. Then we have some high-profile friendly matches later tonight. 0916205945, 0916204945. England are already taking on Japan, and Matt Gay, Ben White once again, Andrew Konsa. Yeah, three of them, Nico Riley, the striker is Phil Foden tonight, Anthony Gordon, Cole Palmer, Morgan Rogers, the players that are certain for the World Cup didn't even get to play for England. 0916205945. Also tonight we have the game between Austria and South Korea currently going on. Ivory Coast are leading against Scotland 1-0. Good evening to you. Hello. Yes, I'm with you. Go ahead.
Good evening, Banky.
Good evening to you, Chooks. How are you?
Good evening.
Hi, good evening, Mr. Chus. Good evening.
Banky.
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm good. Me, I want to see Kosovo.
What do you want?
You like underdog stories.
What do you want to see for Kosovo?
I want to
Name 3 star players in Kosovo.
With the Kosovans.
You know, you don't like Zobo.
Well, you see, it's not about. See, let me tell you the beauty of this 48 team tournament.
Tell me.
There are some names you never expected that will qualify.
Cape Verde.
Let's just see them. Even if they lose by 12-0.
No.
It's fun.
The 12-0 is not fun for me. I'm sorry.
Like Nigeria that has been there for years. You see this Cape Verde. Let me tell you, Banky, let me tell you the
There's
truth.
nothing
You see
else
this
to
Cape
go.
Verde. I don't know where I'm getting this kind of guts. I
Wake
actually
up.
trust them.
Wake up.
They may not.
You trusted the wrong person.
I feel they will make some.
You've trusted the wrong person in the past. Wake up. Thank you, sir.
I can't trust them. I can't trust that.
Thank you very much, Cape Verde. You want to what? We've never tasted World Cup actually. It's usually different. It's usually different.
Well,
Hold on.
okay.
Yeah, good evening to you. Yeah, I'll meet you.
Well, a lot of new teams will seek to make a name for themselves. But I said something a couple of weeks ago. It was like earlier this year that the World Cup will actually start from the knockout rounds.
We know now. It's just like the Champions League. Good evening to you.
Hello, Banky.
Yes, how far? I deal with you too.
I agree the person
Hi,
Victor.
hi, good evening.
Victor. Bishop? They are still playing 2-1. They are leading 2-1. The game started at 6:30. Yes.
Okay. This person you really know, is it Tonali?
Who?
Tonali, is it Tonali?
What happened to him?
The man is preparing to give the power 100.
No. I'm not saying Tonali. I'm saying that they want to sell about 8 players to make money.
Okay.
You guys are interested in Bruno Guimaraes.
Yeah.
If you are going to buy Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle, you will pay through your nose. Trust me. You will pay between 80 and 100. Come and place your money. You know, Richard, they did. It's not about what I know. It's about the wait now. See, wait. I don't see. I believe in start to, but I start watching football before starts. That I can see what a player can do without giving me an assist or a goal. Bruno Guimaraes is not a start padding player. He's a midfielder, and he's both a creative midfielder and a defensive midfielder at the same time. It's box to box. So I am not saying that he's worth 100 million pounds. Let me repeat it. I am not saying that is worth it, but you will pay it.
The market is
The market is inflated
right now. That's the thing.
Thank you very much, Bishop. I need to allow other people to talk. All right. Hello. 0916205945 0916204945. The game between Wales and Northern Ireland is ongoing right now. 14 minutes of football played. And then we have Ivory Coast leading against Scotland, like I said. That goal was scored by Nicolas Pepe. And then Austria and South Korea is the goalless for now. Good evening to you. Yes, 30 seconds for you. Go ahead. Good evening to you. Liberia and Libya. I will look for it too. Let me look for that. A lot of. Yes, now, FIFA president said they will be at the World Cup.
2-2. Liberia, Libya, 2-2.
Liberia, Libya, 2-2. Yeah. You know that there has been, it's not about US Army. US Army will not go and attack the players ever. But don't forget there is scheduling for the World Cup. Logistics and everything has been taken care of at this point. But we can have more conversations about that tomorrow. Thank you. Victor, thank you very much.
Thank you so
Egypt,
much.
Spain tonight.
Spain, of course.
All right, guys. Tomorrow morning.